First off, a quick issue we're looking at is the impact the COVID-19 pandemic is having on this economy. We're again picking from the discussion we had last week about the relationship between tenants and landlords. Take a look.
When COVID is over, we are going to get two things that are going to be extremely a big turning point for whoever is going to be available in the business arena. Number one, you are going to get a consumer who is price sensitive. That means therefore that some of the solutions anybody has been doing either are going to be left out completely. If they are not going to be left out, you are going to reconfigure the way the solutions are going to be delivered for the consumer to still keep you in their menu. I give an example. If somebody has been buying a loaf of bread and it's 1 kilo loaf of bread, 2 of them in a week, after COVID somebody will be saying, I will continue to eat bread only if I can get a packet of bread repackaged such that instead of reading 1,000 grams, I want it to be reading 250 grams. If that is available on the market, I'll continue to put bread on my menu. So you are meeting a customer whose needs have been toned down, whose appreciation for a shilling has been stretched to the limit, and he really wants to monitor every shilling. And the tastes also have been reconfigured. And the conversation at home has said, we have accepted to reduce the consumption of bread because we are saving money for treatment, for school fees, for clothing, and for all the other things. Improve your cost efficiency, your process of delivery. Begin to have various ways of reaching a customer cheaply and more effectively. And that might require that you eliminate some of your own HR. If you had 7 branches, you may have to close 4 of them and go back to 3. So that's the first thing in terms of why we need to assist people to go back into this market that has changed, not just by giving them a check or giving them a loan in UDB or elsewhere. Number 2, much as the customer that we are talking about has changed, has now becoming very, very cost conscious, solution conscious, another scenario is in the horizon. Other players from other parts of the world have been either assisted with the resources which are much better than the way we have assisted our own people. They have relieved them of certain taxes. They have provided them with some cheap sources of capital. They have given them some other hand-holding business development services. Why are they doing that? They are doing that so that they may be able to go and reach the overseas markets. And when they reach there, they should be competitive. What that means, therefore, is that whereas we're also giving our people just solutions in terms of money, we would also better begin to assist them on how to look at beyond money and be able to go and not only dominate the local market, but begin to go into the overseas market. A landlord who is adamant about collecting his or her money as it used to be, and he's saying, I'm not bothered whether your school has no more students, I want my money. I'm not bothered whether you are not selling shoes and for the last 2 months the shop has been locked, I want my rent. I suggest you use this as a yardstick on what you are going to do. How was the client behaving before February 2020? If the client was not anywhere near being what you can trust, release the person at the earliest opportunity. But if this is a client who had mastered the game and was doing it very well, this is the person you can count on to quickly recover and occupy your space and start giving you rent. If you pushed him out by squeezing him to the limit and you have killed him off, the fellows who are coming in are coming in to start learning on how to run that business, how to be in that kind of a space, and they will take much longer. You are going to get more erratic income for the next 2-3 years because of that action of yours. Release 3 months of rent and let this fellow come back Maybe another 3 months later, the fellow is stable and is able to move on, and you have an excellent customer. Please look at history. You who is being released by your employer because the employer says, I can't pay you. Check, how was the employer before February 2020? How good, how genuine was he? I think this is the time the word honesty and truth is fundamental. To what extent can you believe that the actions that are being taken here are a reflection of the person that I trusted for a long time, and I still trust, even as he's writing a letter telling me to go home? It's like seeing your dad, who used to bring bread, who used to bring chocolate once in a while. Suddenly daddy has lost a job, and daddy is saying there will be no milk at home. We will not see bread again here. We will not see fish again here. You know who dad used to be when he had income. Know the old dad, and know the circumstances that have pushed him to readjust and support him now at that point and say, Dad, what can we do so that we go through the lean period together and come out again together and be strong? Because the word that holds everybody together, trust, honesty, truthfulness, those are not affected. We call those the values. These are the periods when values of individuals are going to shine and are going to be tested. So whatever circumstances that are being experienced right now, don't just look at them in isolation. Put on the shoes of the person who's undertaking those kind of decisions, but also look at the bigger picture on what's happening. Because this is not a Ugandan story. It's a global picture.